So Exodus 20 verse 5. Well, I'm trying to end it, but we'll find a way to do it because there's too much information. It's a packed verse. Exodus 20 verse 5 is too much. It is too much information because when God said that, He said, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for the Lord thy God, I'm a jealous God." He's telling us it's a jealous God, which we have learned. But I want you to put it to your mind that God is serious when He says He's a jealous God, because you might think that, oh, it's just little thing, it's not that. No, it's not like man that have the kind of way we can maneuver and manipulate. You cannot manipulate God. You can't trick Him. You can't find a way how to trick Him. It's a God. Because even that thought you have that is coming to trick is satanic thing. Only what we have learned as a Christian to do is to go on our knees and beg for mercy. I think that is the best way to just do, instead of you to find a way. It's just a little thing. What is that? I just molded some kind of thing that I just let me bow down to it. Maybe I can find something. Hey, you are joking. It's a very dangerous thing that you have done, and it's not easy. You see, some people can do it and say, "Oh, bow down, bow down, bow down, bow down to this wood, bow down to this wood." You bow down to the wood, and then you say, "Oh," then you tell him to give you money. You are doing it, and you do it several times a day. When King David says several times a day, praise God, and you are praising wood that a man have carved, even if you are not the one that have carved it, but somebody carved it. You can see somebody have carved it, and you say you should bow down to it, and you are doing it with pleasure. If there's a place in the Bible that God was so angry that God was telling them, He said, even they do it with fear, trembling in fear, humble themselves. You see them moving like this, and you see them chanting with their very ugly kind of moments and movements. A carved wood or a stone that is being carved that God created, and you are not serving the God who created them, but rather you serving the thing. And it's very scary, because what follows, and then the third and fourth generation of them that hates me. Let's end it there, because if not, I will not stop talking about it. It's something that when God said He's going to visit the iniquity, when only that one alone is a word to talk for a long time. That's why you have a lot of things today that you see that this boy, this woman, this family. I've seen a family, they are drunkard, and every of their first child, or their second, if the first child is succeeded, it's the second child drunkard. And if it's possible, and when there must be something that the children does that look like their father, and the moment you become like your father, the spirit knows, say, yeah, these are my people. It make them a drunkard. Just let them take one sip, you see them falling apart, falling everywhere, falling in the gutter, falling everywhere. And so you can see that, and you can see that this family is just cursed. Something that it might be that the guy that was cursed was not even a drunkard. He just drank that day, and he did what he did, and that woman cursed him. Maybe he raped somebody, or maybe he went to, after he might have done something like that, drink, then he went to do something against a godly person, or maybe even a witch person, because sometimes you can do something to witchcraft that actually contradicts the things of God, because there are things you do that, because you don't know, does not mean you will not suffer the penalty. Just that it is when you do something to God, against God, and you don't know, God may have mercy. But when you do something against all these witches and wizards and all those people, and you don't know, you will suffer it, because they don't have mercy. And when you are not a Christian, you are doomed. And then you see these things happening. You are a Christian, but maybe your father is a Christian, but you are not that kind of. That's the kind of people that suffer it more. And the guy is cool, because again that God told him, after God has given him 15 years to live again, then this guy was saying that, yeah, God was so angry that he's going to everything the Israel have, they are going to seize them. But you know what he said? He said, yeah, thank God it's not my turn when this thing will happen. It will happen to my children. You see, some people don't have fear for that. They say, oh, let the children go and suffer it. No, 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 no. We have come to that era that any cause that's why when we go to church, we pray against every cause. Why? Because we want to break them even before our children come around. We break them every day. We break them until God is a God of mercy. You do it. Sometimes it don't go because it's still angry somehow. You keep on doing it. You are in His presence constantly. You say the same thing. God have mercy on me. Take away the iniquity of my father and my father's side, my mother's side. You look like a joke. Some people will say when they watch it on the internet, they say, "Ah, father said that is what this pastor," and I say because they know what is going on. They know. They benefit from it because when you are suffering, they know how to go to the devil and bribe the devil because the devil can be bribed. Marine can be bribed. They can sacrifice their children. They can sacrifice their wife to bribe the devil because then what they do is like they put all the curses on them. There is a way they do it. They can trade by barter. They are very good in it because the yoke is coming from the devil, and he's the one sharing it because he's the one that saw you not believing God. But on the long run, you still have to suffer it back because it will never. This devil is a liar and a deceiver. You think that you have taken it away, but your life is shorting. Even if your life is not shorting to a level, you will still suffer it. Don't worry, it's time.